All right, hey everybody, we are back. We're watching the Square Enix show. Literally just missed the countdown that used Persona font.
Yeah, it's
This,
pretty fun.
this is all Persona style. I don't know, the red, white, and black. And it's their logo, but I see all this. I'm like, I need to play more Persona 5.
Huh? My subtitles on YouTube are in German. Um, okay.
Okay, they're getting into it. This is one of the things they mentioned was going to be here, the new Eidos Montreal game. Yeah, with me here is Teresa.
Hey.
Danner and Phil are supposed to be here, but I think they got too interested in eating or whatever between shows.
Yeah.
I think though
All right, sorry about that, guys.
that's fine.
Gardens.
Yeah, they're just showing the Eidos Montreal thing.
Okay.
They're on the
Video here. There we go.
wait. They're making a Guardians of the Galaxy game. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been the rumor from Eidos people that did the
We
Deus
messed
Ex.
up. We messed up Avengers. Let's try this one.
That was rumored for a while.
Okay.
Which stream are you watching on?
Square Enix.
Yeah, straight on the YouTube channel is what I'm watching. It's a little choppy.
Seems
Yeah,
okay
the
for
Microsoft
me.
one was pretty laggy for me too.
Okay.
Stupid ad.
Okay, so they're doing a thing where these don't look like anything like the movie characters. That'll make people happy.
Yeah.
Star Lord is like super 2021 white guy.
I mean, they encompass different universes. It's really not something to really complain about. I mean, if you're a comic book fan, they've always looked different.
I guess it's true.
Yeah, but
I could see being
Like,
true
I'm-
to the comic book first.
I'm
rather
pretty
than-
sure Avengers already ridded those people out. I think the bigger question is like, will there ever be plans to combine the video game universes?
I mean that's the idea because I think there's a little bit of a reference to Avengers in like the Spider-Man stuff, maybe vice versa.
Hi, my name is Olivier Prou, senior producer.
But that'll
here
be a
at
bit
Eidos
tougher when
Montreal.
you're using
For the
completely
past
Oh,
different
that's
publishers.
soon, October 26th.
Work on our
Yeah.
version of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and reimagine it into a single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. It's our
Notice no
own
live
fresh
service
take on
crap
the Guardians, and
mentioned.
something that's really unique to our game is that you
We're
get
not gonna
to
make
meet
a
Peter
live
Quill.
service game that
As
nobody wants
Star-Lord,
to
you're
play as a live
constantly
service
in the middle
game.
of the action as you try to lead.
There was a
this
lot of
band
money
of
and time
misfits.
over nothing.
But today, I'm really excited to have
Mm,
all of you
It'll
guys
be a
here
risk either way because, like, when you look at the MCU,
from our team behind
no one knew who the Guardians were. It
Yeah.
was like good on its own. So I would, you would hope that they follow the same sort of formula here with the game. Like, I actually enjoyed the Telltale game, but it was what it was.
Yeah.
Kind of cherry-picked characters from Marvel's past.
The opportunity here was to.
Are you at the part where the devs are talking?
All underdogs.
Yeah, they're
So
showing
that
Okay.
comic book
Just making sure.
covers.
How is this team going to survive?
And that became the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which we loved working on.
I just don't like that stupid fucking hair Star-Lord has.
To Montreal, we were showing them the design of the characters, how they would look, and they stayed silent.
I wonder who they got
It's a
as voice
minute,
actors
but in
on
my
this stuff.
head, It was a minute. I was like,
There's always gonna be
oh my God,
something.
like, they hate it.
I mean, I still don't understand why
Eidos Montreal shared.
they switched Spider-Man entirely for the remastered version.
The Guardians were in perfect hands.
Looking at the samples,
Yeah, I think that was more- I don't know.
think he's fantastic and absolutely.
It was like
Like,
whatever
I
they
don't know
did
if,
with
like-
the original model
It's
just
the
didn't
gameplay experience
scale
Yeah,
up
like
whatever they
something
did.
with his face. Like, I mean, I guess.
Whether you're an exploration exploration or
Then people are like, "Oh, it's
fighting,
Tom
the
Holland." It's like,
Guardians
no,
are
it's not.
constantly around you, and you never feel alone. While you're the
They wanted
leader,
Tom
the
Holland, they
Guardians
could do
will also
fucking Tom
challenge
Holland.
you and make decisions on their own, and you will have to adapt to it.
You
I just
are
wonder why it took so long to do a
part of the
action
Guardians
game
of the
about
Galaxy.
based on
The
Guardians.
decisions you'll make will have lighthearted to hunting.
Because it takes forever to
repercussions,
make
and the game will
anything,
react
Phil.
to
But
what you do.
hey, Phil's here.
No killing teammates.
Yeah, I just like randomly showed up.
I made no such commitments.
Yeah, I was telling Teresa you guys are
playing as
enjoying your
Star-Lord
break a
and
little
you're
too
using
much.
Your blasters and you're using your jet boots.
Star-Lord is really empowering. He's very agile on the battlefield. He can slide and over with his jet boots. Of course, he has his elemental blasters that have different powers.
This
as
does
well.
look like it's
And
in
on
the
top of all of
Avengers
this,
engine.
He can use the unique abilities of his Guardians.
Yeah, well, I got to get some mileage out of
We're
it.
not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
No.
The story is
They explained what this is. Is this a live service or is it a full campaign
Single
using different
player.
heroes?
less than a year.
Ooh.
Single player
Okay.
campaign.
Something on a small
Mm,
Might be
doesn't look
able
like
to do
it.
co-op, but it's no live
And as
service
they
thing.
progress through the story,
Yeah.
they discover
Which
that
Oh, so
immediately
seems to
told
be
me
something
that they are
really
like,
big that
we don't want to
changes
spend all this
the
time and money on a game nobody wants to play like that.
Very interesting villains in the Marvel.
We just want you to play it for.
And when you're
Give us
starting
some
to work
money.
on a story
Oh
like
God.
this, you get
Yeah,
to get
and
your
then
pick
like it'll
of
sell the way it
which
sells,
ones will make
which will
the
probably be
best
good.
story.
And then Square Enix will be like,
Gives us the
you know what? We really
opportunity
bit disappointed by the numbers here.
but some
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it sells. It's still gonna be disappointed by them.
It's like it's not Japanese, so we're gonna talk down to it.
Yeah.
Getting so
Also, it's out this year, Phil.
is capturing what it's like to be
It's
a
October
misfit family.
26th, something like that.
Bringing an amazing imagination to it. You're going to see planets and characters that are going to blow your mind.
Also, this looks really nice.
Interpreting it in its own way, I think
It does.
makes it feel incredibly
The nice thing
fair.
about this year's show is
It's
there's
not
way
an action
more.
trying to replicate the
Hey,
comic
this game is
or
also
trying to
coming to the
replicate
new
film.
console.
It's trying to take the medium
Yeah.
you're
It's not like
working in
last
and
couple
make
years
the
where it's
best
like,
version of
well, this is
Guardians
still a
out of that.
PS4 game
They
only,
made it
but
fun,
it'll
they
have a
made it
little
rock
bit
and
of
roll. They
extra
made it
stuff on
everything you
the
want.
new consoles just by
Yeah, they've
default.
had time.
There's a lot less stuff. It's like, oh, this is only on PS4. Hell, Hades is on PS5 and PS4.
I
Axiom
don't
Verge
really
is
know
gonna
what
be-
kind of benefits you're going to get on the PS5 with Hades, but it's there.
Full 4K is what they're saying. It'll look nicer for the people that want to get horny with that game.
Unless you have a really, really, really big TV, even the 4K resolution doesn't matter all that much.
Fast loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fast loading will be the
For me
will be
these
the
days,
main
I'm
thing.
switching all my PS4 games over to PS5 just because I have more storage space in the cloud on that.
Yeah,
'Cause,
like with games like Control or like most of the PS4 exclusives, like dying sucked because it took forever to get back into the game. Whereas,
Yeah.
all right, it's not so bad to die anymore. Yeah.
Or you're like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where it's just
Oh yeah, that
this
was
is the
horrible.
exact same. This is the exact same. The PS5 version is the exact same game. They haven't fixed up the bugs or polished it up in any way. It's just now on PS5, which for me is fine because it's like I don't. But also,
Well,
Phil,
I actually had the same criticism with Jedi Fallen Order. Like when you die, it took forever to get back. Is that
Yeah.
still the case with the PS5 version?
I haven't
It's
died
better,
in the
but
one
not-
I've been playing.
Okay, well,
I think it
lucky
made it
you.
better.
Gotcha.
They've made it better. So, but I was doing testing on just the load up, and it wasn't all that different between the two. It was like maybe 10, 12 seconds total. That's just me sitting there hitting the X button over and over again in case you can skip past something. But like different parts of the loading intro were longer in one than the other, which was weird as hell. It's just me hitting X until I could jump in the game. I think it was like 1 minute 22 on the PS4 version on the PS5. I think it was like 109 on the PS5 version.
Well, Rocket's definitely scary on the inside.
I like that you got little
He's unstable and vicious and
agency.
totally to the needs of others.
I'm sure it's not going to be Mass Effect level of difference.
Let's do this. Let's go sell a monster.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of a difference that really makes because like Guardians never really been about morality, so
I assume it's more about what kind of jokes you can make.
yeah.
Or weather.
Like, oh, here you're making fun of, Rocket, or here you're making fun
Have
of
they
this.
shown footage of like using any Star Lord?
Yeah.
They were
sure.
doing a little
Yeah,
bit of that.
Okay.
He can, like, dash around and that kind of stuff with his boots.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
He's
Oh,
the,
this game is totally dumped to near the top of my want list. This is
Yeah, it's like the
good.
complete opposite of the Avengers game, the way they did that. They're like, hey, have you heard of the Avengers? Guess who's in there? Captain America. And Thor. You won't believe we got the Hulk in here, too.
Yeah. It's almost like they realized that nobody was playing the Avengers and decided to, you know, backpedal on the whole live service thing. So
Yeah. Because guess what? It's a
Yeah.
lot less dev money and time to
Yeah.
manage that stuff. Where all I logged into at times was just, oh, there's a free thing this
Yeah.
week. It's like, oh,
get it and
get
then
that.
log out again.
It's not anything consequential. It's like, oh, here's a new banner for when you use this character. Or a new...
They're spending a good deal of time on this game.
They really are.
It's probably
Well-
the big Western game for the fall.
Yeah, and the main thing is that, you know, it's coming out soon, and it's the first time they're showing it, so they might as well, like, not waste time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because they want people to not be like, oh, this is another Avengers.
exactly. I remember when they first showed the Avengers, it was just Captain America's shield. So,
It was that thing we heard about for ages because it's like, oh, they're working on this Destiny, like, but it's the Avengers.
It's like,
also, it's really been a while since we've heard of Eidos doing anything, so...
I think Eidos is just the brand that they put their Western stuff under.
Yeah, I'm still surprised they're even using the Eidos name. It's not like it was a huge name back then.
Hmm.
They were a mid-tier publisher that got lucky that Tomb Raider hit big.
Yeah.
And they got bought
Crystal
up
Dynamics.
by Square Enix. Square Enix, or Crystal Dynamics came in later. Because they were
Yeah. They were the Tomb Raider dev, and
well, before that they were the, whatever the other game that nobody cares about anymore.
Pandemonium.
No,
No,
the Kane.
Yeah. Oh, Legacy of Kain.
Yeah, Legacy
yeah.
of Kain.
Blood Omen.
I wouldn't mind a new one, but
Yeah, I'd go for one of those.
They'll do that when they're desperate. They're not yet.
Yeah. Makes me wonder how this game didn't get leaked.
this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure about like leaks, but it's definitely been talked about in various spheres.
But I haven't seen anything about this. And I don't really pay attention to leaks. Which is hilarious when you're talking to people online. It's like, oh, you didn't know about this? Like, no, I don't fucking look at leak shit. Like people going through like the Capcom stuff and all that.
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball. What? Drax, throw him.
No, right? Yeah, he's just pretty much controlling a joke here.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I guess that only applies to cats.
Rocket's got a good voice, though.
I think they're all pretty believable. I mean, Drax. It would be nice if it sounded a little tougher, but
Yeah.
aside from that, I'm enjoying it.
Though they're
Pretty
not-
sure we kind of Vin Diesel here, so
Yeah. I can't shake the feeling that Groot looks like Chewbacca, but would in this. Like that's the instant thing is like, oh, Chewbacca. Wait, no, that's not Chewbacca. Okay, I don't know what the heck this is.
I need this giant Jello. We got some Demogorgons and
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn robots without being robots.
I was like, that's not a Demogorgon. And again, that's not like the Stranger Things was the first.
Okay, so
Wanna
he
do
can
that.
shoot things, both flying and sliding.
Yeah,
But
he
I want to
has-
see some gameplay from the other heroes. Come on.
I think if you take a look, he's controlling what the other ones are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So,
like
yeah.
telling them to do something special.
And I imagine they probably have some kind of base AI for if you don't want to mess with that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Can't stream this game anymore on Twitch because this is all this license.
Well, Square Enix does that too.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah, yeah.
instantly tell
Me
the
too.
difference between the DMCA stuff on Twitch and YouTube because that the Summer Game Fest stream, like nothing on Twitch. As soon as I uploaded to the YouTube, it's like, oh, here's like 4 concerning
4 things.
but nothing that got rid of the video or anything.
Hmm.
And the Weezer thing wasn't an issue either.
I'm also hoping that we can like not really change characters on the fly, but I hope there's narratively some stuff where you have to use different characters.
Like a Gears thing,
Like
where it's
a-
like, oh, I'm going this way, you guys do this.
Probably.
Yeah, or more along the lines of Ratchet and Clank, during Clank segments,
Yeah.
where only Rocket can do certain things or stuff like that.
I don't know.
Because if it was one of those games where you just like switch between them willy nilly, it doesn't really add that much of a nuance to it.
It is weird that Rocket has like a Viking beard thing hanging off of his chin.
Pony beads in there.
And then the other thing is that, unlike like JRPGs where when you switch it, it's primarily cosmetic. With here, they're actually all following the characters. So if, like, for example, Star-Lord can like float, the others can't. So how are they going to go from point A to point B?
Yeah.
When the time comes, I'll get you out of there. Rocket style.
I think the new next gen tech we need is hair actually gets wet. Because it's raining and their hair is just like,
Yeah.
it's fresh out of the shower,
Yeah.
dried up.
No, we're back to Bonnie Tyler.
Don't look at me, I ain't pulling that thing.
It's a good song to use to end a
Fine.
trailer, a video.
Like me, only a bit.
It's funny seeing Rocket look so good, and then you play like Biomutant. It's like, oh, this is PS2.
Well, that's the smaller teams too.
Yeah.
They don't have the resources of a Square Enix and Disney.
Oh yeah. I would bet Disney is part of the reason why they kept it on their wraps pretty well too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, this is definitely very Guardians, and it feels like Guardians.
Yeah.
So we're what, 20 minutes in? This is all they've shown.
So far, this is going to be a long keynote if they
Yeah.
keep this pace up.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm fine with it. Everything they've shown is actually interesting. And then when they mixed the talking heads in, they actually like threw in some gameplay as well. So
Okay, that's pretty good.
it's pretty well. Holy shit! I got a gun.
I can see why they want to lead with this.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
Hmm.
And they're still going. Okay, who is
Bunch of
this?
Chris-
Oh my god.
Who's this, Teresa? I assume you know.
Oh, wasn't it a lady? What's her face that they were talking about? That's who they were going to visit.
They're gonna fight Aloy.
Now, this is
Uh-oh.
WWE's newest wrestler. Okay. On the
No,
21st anniversary of the PS2, this game's coming out.
Hmm.
Okay, so new and old consoles and PC. You get different Star-Lord outfits, I guess.
Yeah.
You get the soundtrack, but I wonder if it's licensed or the original
Digital
stuff.
download with an asterisk. I saw that.
This has got like 3 songs. None of the ones you want.
Oh, classic Final Fantasy games.
What?
Oh, are they
They
gonna
said we're
finally
see
do the
classic
smart
Final
thing?
Fantasy games.
Oh, weren't they rumored
gonna
to be
remaster
doing
them?
Bring the originals.
Final Fantasy
gonna-
Origin?
Are they gonna
They
gonna
w-
Octopath them?
Doesn't look like it. These are all the
No.
mobile versions. I don't know if you noticed that the UI's on there. Those are the mobile
Shoot, these are like all of them. 6 all the way 1 through 6.
Pixel remaster, Steam and mobile. Okay, of course.
God damn it.
No consoles. Can't do that.
God damn it. Halfway through, guys.
What
You're
is
halfway
this?
So,
through. Mana.
Which? Okay. I was about to say it was like mana or something.
Went into mana. It comes out like in 2 weeks or next
Oh
week.
yeah, this one. Okay. I thought that was something new. Comes out the 24th. Let's see if we got any emails yet. No, doesn't look like it. Okay.
Switch, PS4, Steam. 30th anniversary of the Mana series. Didn't even know that.
The 3 places they put their old JRPGs.
No, we're talking about Avengers now.
Yeah, they're supposed to
Wakanda.
talk about the Black Panther thing.
And people are hoping Spider-Man finally gets shown.
For
Uh-oh.
the PS4 version.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs.
Yeah, they finally added MCU outfits in the past month or two.
Mm. After everybody told them that they wanted them.
Yeah.
I liked playing like a good hour or two of the single player, then going to the online. Like, oh, here's everybody. It just unlocks all of it ready for you. Yep, challenging new mission.
Aim will save it. I will save it.
There is no enemy. This comes.
It's like a raid or something.
You don't understand what
Yeah, that's what these events are.
Well, some of them are just like quick little campaigns. Like 5-6 hours, something like that. I like that Hawkeye has more abilities in this game than he ever had in the movies. Like, oh, he's a grappling hook? When was that ever a thing?
I mean, Hawkeye is pretty badass. They just never focus on him.
Yeah.
Well, then by the end, he's sad guy. Now he's got a series, so he's gonna be okay.
Just keep it brief. Don't spend the whole time with Avengers. Ah, they are. God damn it.
Now they're gonna show us a walkthrough of this raid.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through the
No, it's the
Wakanda.
Wakanda stuff, okay.
I must warn you of a few things. Many eyes follow the path you are about to walk down.
This is the only hero they can't redesign. Because there's
Ever.
no, you don't see the human part. Well, I guess you do here.
Did they do a pure PS5 version, or is it just an upres or whatever? Upgrade.
The PS5 version's a pretty decent upgrade.
Okay.
It's free, it's already been out for a little while.
Yeah. Actually runs at a decent frame rate now.
Yeah.
Again, still can't find a PS5.
Yeah, make fun of that with Brandon every week.
That's the weekly thing with Brandon.
No, it's a problem. Sony is selling everyone they can make. So
It's a good problem for
more.
Sony.
Yeah.
Bad problem for people that just want
I mean, I could go on eBay and spend $1,200 for one, but I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. For the people that don't have more money than sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Neon guy.
Oh, here's our first Square Enix email. It's all about Guardians.
Mhm.
The cover looks awesome.
Yeah.
That one will be a physical collector's edition that I'd like to get, if they do one. Only mobile games.
Our intelligence reports a new
Oh,
threat
Hitman.
to global stability. Their reach is unlike
Hitman
anything we
Mobile?
have seen before.
Yeah, they are doing another. I think it's a
Following Agent
sniper
47's
thing.
disappearance, you were
I forget what they're
selected
doing.
because of your remarkable skills. Execution.
I think I rid of
must be
the IO.
They did.
Square Enix has
From the shadow,
a deal with them for the mobile stuff.
and they will never
Uh,
know what
Yeah,
hit
they're
them.
doing another Hitman sniper game, which is pretty good.
Hmm.
I liked it better in the Nier? New Nier thing?
Was Nier a sniper game?
What's that?
Was Nier a sniper game on mobile?
Here it is.
No.
The Nier mobile game.
On Sino
Coming to
Alice.
the west.
Absolutely nothing.
Here's the more Final Fantasy.
Oh my god, it's an actual Nier game. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the one that's been out for a little while. Oh, assholes.
Where is it play?
No, it's Final Fantasy.
No, it's Nier. Oh, it's XVS.
I keep forgetting every single time these are mobile games.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a new Nier thing. Okay. Oh shit. Again, something interesting. This is a card game. Okay. No, it's not a card game. It's another one where we can put all the old characters in, but we'll never give you.
Yeah, it's a roster game. It's pretty much a card game. You gotta collect them.
Literally, these look like Japanese ads, but they just localize the text.
Pretty much.
It's just like nonsense. It's like 45 million. What? People? Downloads? Oh, this is the Battle Royale.
The Battle Royale.
I cleared so much space on my phone for it, and I haven't started it up yet. Because it's like 1.5 gigs or something. And the Android one's like 500 megs free above that. So I deleted like everything.
Babylon's Fall.
Well, here we go. Babylon's Fall.
Here's the game we mentioned 3 years ago, and now we're going to show you what it is. Guess what? It's a platinum game. It's all the same.
Built over 1,000 years, it was meant to be a tower of dreams. But for 1,000 more, it was seen as a tower of ruin.
We got the We Couldn't Afford Patrick Stewart announcer.
Is it going to have this like low res texture look?
And ice, and the cold
No wonder.
winds.
It's crazy. Like far away, it looks clear and beautiful, and you move up. Oh, that doesn't look nice.
Ambition.
The watercolor idea.
Could be a style, but I also can't tell if it's just stream.
I'm pretty sure it's style.
Does the savior of Neo-Babylon stand up?
All right, don't end there.
Let's find out without
Oh, there's 4 players, looks like. Yep, co-op.
An arena fighter, it looks like.
I mean, it's their kind of style of action game.
If I'm to die,
Where you get
then I'll
locked
die
into
for
arenas
hope,
to fight dudes.
for what little hope there may be.
And it seems like the environment style is what they're going for. Like,
seen through the veil at last, have you?
kind of low res texture look.
We're all prisoners of
It's
our
definitely a look.
reality.
Hey, grappling hook again. Every game's the same.
This is the year of the grappling hook.
Believe only what you see, and you're like to end up seeing only what you believe.
It's only a trailer, and already the art style is getting old.
I mean, Platinum games were never really known for making stunning-looking games, but
True.
Ascend to the heaven above the tower or fall like this one.
but like so far they've shown like 0 story, so this is probably just primarily action.
Now begins its tale of both hope and despair.
Okay.
PS4, PS5.
Yep, of course. Oh, they're doing a developer interview now.
私のゲームズは本当にアクションという部分に関しては世界屈指のデベロッパーだと思ってますし、
I mean, yeah, you hired them to make a game. Of course you think they're
でき
good.
たんじゃないかなと思ってます。
ニーアオートマタのアクションをもっと楽しむためにどうしたらいいかって選ばれたジャンルがハック&スラッシュでしたので、このゲームのコンセプトは端的に言うとニーアオートマタのアクションでハック&スラッシュというジャンルを楽しむということになります。
もちろん一人でも遊べるんですけど、4人でダンジョンを攻略していくゲームになります。
コンセプトについては、
It was a dungeon crawler.
途切れない目標に向かって、
I'd be okay with that.
追い求め続けることができると。プレイヤーは、ストーリーを追いながらダンジョンをクリアして上層を目指していくと。入手する装備や素材を集めて自身を強化してカスタマイズしていくと。
ゲームのスタイルとしては、オーソドックスなハック&スラッシュという形ですね。ただアクションが好き
You've been working on 8 other games. Give us some time, jeez.
フ
プレイヤーの背中につ
We
い
still have
て
to
いるプレイヤー
show
コピーというのが
Bayonetta
キーアイ
in
テ
2
ムとな
days.
っています。それによって、遊び方とかカスタマイズの方向性っていうのも
Outriders. That came out
フ
this
ァン
year.
タジー感というかその上
What's
品
that?
さという
Outriders.
ところはすご
That,
い
Yeah.
that did come out this year.
意識してくれっていうふうに言われ
Did Platinum do that?
No, that was
No, it's
people
people
can
can
fly.
fly.
している
Okay.
人たちがいるかのような
That's another Square Enix game.
このゲームは
Yeah, I know that.
新型のゲームとして開発しています。発売後も定期的に新しいコンテンツを提供する予定です。
ようやく皆さんに改めてこういった
The whole surrounding the character with weapons. Very FF15.
これから開発の佳境になっていくので、精一杯頑張って
And Nier.
で皆さんも引き続き応援よろしくお願いいたします。
Though you just generally have the one. Thank you for explaining nothing in that interview.
Yeah.
It is officially a Japanese interview.
Yep.
At E3. Please be excited. We like these developers. That's why we work with them.
Psychic power of empathy. But first, here's a look at the Life is Strange Remastered Collection.
Okay.
Psychic power of empathy. Jesus.
After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
What do you remember about us as kids?
I think about us.
Obviously, I'm a fan of Life is Strange. I'm in no hurry to replay them, but yeah.
The only reason you'd play them, Dan Rib, is for another platinum.
That's pretty much it. But you know, these were like 6 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not going to have the same impact the second time around.
Exactly. Everybody knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but like, rewatching a show, you can see new things you didn't see before. Do other options just to see how it changes.
Yeah.
Which isn't gonna be that much, but still.
Also, it's funny, the ultimate edition of this game comes with, the remastered Life is Strange games, and then it doesn't even come with a physical version of True Colors.
I discovered I could reverse time. What the hell is this?
Now, if they added additional content, that could be something.
Whatever's going on between us is special.
Step back before you regret it.
I like that train sequence because I saw her die like 8 times before I got it
and the power
right.
to change everything.
Oh yeah.
Because you had like 5 or 6 different ways you could do things.
Yeah.
But
And a lot of them end up in death.
And you're also not sure how far back to rewind to let you get to the point where you had to do it.
It was the one hard puzzle they had.
I think they
September
realized
30th.
they didn't
That's
need
like
to.
that's like 2 weeks before the game actually comes out.
I'm a musician and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors. I hope you enjoyed that first look at official gameplay from the remastered collection. As a longtime fan, I know I did.
I like how everything
You can
that's
see
getting
the
announced at
love
E3
and
has like
care
3
that Deck9
trailers.
have put into remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. This collection features improved character animation, lip sync, and visuals.
Yes, we got
breathing
that
new
over the
life
last
into
3
these
minutes.
2 beloved games.
It was the same thing.
Back in March, we also revealed the next major game in the series, Life is Strange True Colors, a small-town supernatural mystery. Alex Chen must uncover the truth behind her brother's death, using her psychic power of empathy to unravel the shocking secrets of Haven Springs.
Empathy is not a psychic power.
No.
At Alex's unique power in
I mean, you look at the way people act nowadays, it is
Might as well
a
be.
special power. Because people are like,
Alex's psychic power
I can't
of
imagine
empathy
what
is
it's like to be a
integral the
person.
story of Life is Strange True Colors. It impacts every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
For years, Alex has been unable to shut out the strong feelings of others. The fear, sadness,
It's a
and
nice
anger
upgrade in
of those around
graphics for
her,
this new game.
leading her to
Yeah.
believe her power.
The Telltale when you go ahead and update your
In the
shit.
wake of Gabe's death,
Well, they got
Alex
shut
realizes
down.
the only way she
Well,
can
it's not like they had a whole lot of
They're
choice.
kind of
increase
back.
her power.
Granted, this is not Don't it's Deck9, but same idea.
Is to feel
They worked on the
They did
prequel
Before the
series,
Storm, which was still good, but there was no powers involved. So
Yeah, because there's no power in person.
Into people's emotions. These valuable insights deepen Alex's relationships with the folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue options and events.
I know it would be weird, but it would have been interesting if they went back to that Before the Storm and had the two voice actors do the voices the entire time.
Alex has uncovered a secret
Or well,
Mac wants
Chloe's
to keep hidden
voice.
from his long-term girlfriend.
Ashley Birch have her do the
And now he is
voice for the whole
terrified
series.
that Alex will reveal it before he can talk
Instead of
to
just
Riley.
that last like bonus episode.
She's the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
What the heck happened to his face?
He probably got beat up.
Mac's telling you a whole lot of bullshit. Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
I just know that his collar is too big.
Are you serious?
Call out Max's bullshit.
I mean, this is what, Oregon?
Get out of your way.
I think they moved because the previous game was in Oregon.
Yeah.
She can reach out to actively connect with that person's emotions. This generates a nova.
They're definitely West Coasters.
That transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that
It's
person's
like he's
psyche.
wearing plaid.
I think they're in Colorado, if I remember correctly.
Alex can experience fragments of thoughts
It's
and
like, you know
memories
you're on the
to
West
get to the
Coast
root
if you
of
got
their issue.
plaid all over the place.
But not every emotional crisis can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous, even life-threatening amount of power.
He's dead. I wish I were too.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
This anger could kill her. What if I could just take it away?
Using Alex's power is the only way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should
She's
I?
the rogue of this game.
How far will you go in
She can
pursuit
take
of
other
that truth?
people's powers,
The choice
emotions.
is yours.
Alex's powers look so awesome. I have no idea how I'll make some of these choices, but I can't wait to play it with you all when it comes out on September 10th. Don't forget, you can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors now. And if you choose the Ultimate Edition,
Okay,
you'll
more
also
emails.
receive
Final
the
Fantasy
Life is
Pixel
Strange
Remasters.
collection. And that's it for today. Make sure to follow the Life is Strange social channels for more.
The company
They
will
list
release
the,
the beloved titles individually from Final Fantasy 1 through Final Fantasy 6 for Steam and mobile platforms.
No price yet?
No. It's literally
My
one
guess is
paragraph.
15 each, that's my guess. Which is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
they
it's Square
probably
Enix,
don't.
so 25.
And now, we are excited
They'll
to
easily
unveil
drop it on
Square
FF
Enix
Day.
Square Enix Japan.
What
Sure.
is Chrono Trigger at? $20?
What is this?
New title of some sort.
Okay, Tetsuya Nomura.
Here to kill chaos.
Final Fantasy 16.
That's my mission.
Team Ninja, okay.
Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
Oh, this is the Final Fantasy Origin thing, I think.
Koei Tecmo.
Yeah. Because if you got Team Ninja, it has to
All
involve
of
Koei.
all of the logos.
This is the action game, Final Fantasy action game that they're working on. This thing's been rumored for a bit. They sent me a second Guardians email with all the same stuff. Okay. So I think this is set in the world of Final Fantasy 1.
They can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the shrine of chaos. He's here.
Final Fantasy 1 is the one that aged the worst out of all of them, so I wouldn't even know what that world looks like.
That's why everything turns into crystals.
I think I can taste it. This is it. No doubt.
Dialogue is really bad.
Oh.
It's Ninja Team or
Team Ninja.
Team Ninja.
Yeah, not exactly known for their writing.
Chaos.
Yep, that's a Final Fantasy villain. I crush you. Calm down, dude.
We're here to kill chaos.
The prophecies.
There's actually some depth to the gameplay though, but you know, that's probably Team Ninja doing their shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point Tecmo would not do that at all.
Yeah, it would just be another Musu game.
Yeah.
Terrifying to behold.
Well, Team Ninja wouldn't be doing a Muso. No. But Square Enix is overseeing this, so obviously they want a certain level of story.
I'd play this.
Okay, Stranger of Paradise. Final Fantasy Origin. Okay, there it is. They're back on their Dirge Cerberus bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd play this.
Yeah. Demo soon on PS5. Okay.
Okay. I won't play that then. Huh?
Of the amazing Square Enix titles you can play now.
A lot
as
of
well
us
as those to come.
I mean, I have the money ready. I just can't buy one. So.
That really
There it
bothers me
is.
about where they put the R in between the PlayStation and the 5.
They're gonna do what?
Well, PlayStation is just a trademark.
It is,
Yeah.
but the registration mark should be superscripted.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna get that near whenever it's like 30 or 40.
Probably be 25 once Black Friday hits. But I'm also kind of tempted to get it as part of the Target's Buy 2 Get 1. But I don't know what to pair it with. For real, so we're coming up in the last part.
Maybe.
Forspoken, we didn't see any of that today, except for this.
Final Fantasy 16.
We'll never hear about that.
There's Endwalker, Teresa.
And Walker will probably get his own presentation.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep an eye out for news about our next Square Enix Presents. I'm Matt Mercer. See you next time.
Okay, Matt Mercer.
Oh, that's it? Their last thing.
Here's
Their
all
last
the-
thing was the Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final Fantasy Origin. Origins is that PS1 collection is garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is the Square Enix event. What did you guys think?
Guardians of the Galaxy looked dope.
Yeah. Anything
Yeah,
else,
that
Phil?
looked like...
That's that's the problem. That's kind of the showpiece game of the whole presentation was that. They ended with Final Fantasy Origin. I can't have to be careful not to say that S because I'm used to it. And I don't know if that was a great game to end on. Yeah.
Because that makes more sense.
Yeah. But yeah. It was all right. I mean, there was some games in here that I genuinely want to play. So, good stuff.
Yeah. How about you, Teresa?
I agree. At first I was thinking that the Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be I'm going to borrow from the library, play it for 2 days, return it. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm going to purchase that. And I am interested to see what the prices are on the remasters for 1 through 6.
Yeah.
So maybe.
You
But
know
of
one
course-
thing, Square Enix is going to be like, it's going to be too much.
I know.
Because they want to
I know.
exploit them. That's their motto.
Yeah. Generally, for Square Enix, like Final Fantasy titles, it's like what you think the price is going to be, then double it.
Which would bring it up
it's-
to 30. So, and that's probably, honestly, it's probably where it's going to end up settling.
Yeah.
That way, whenever it goes on sale, we could get it for an okay price, not a great price,
Yeah.
just an okay price.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up what their others are here. Because I think the 7, 8, 9 are all weird prices. For PS4, $20.99 for Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah.
Which is like
$20.99. Which is like they put in a Japanese price and then let Sony figure out the rest. They didn't regionalize the pricing.
Because it's like they do the same thing on the mobile store.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy 8's $19.99, like a normal game. I think 7's
I'm
like
seeing a lot of
$15.99.
$14.99s and $15.99s and some
Yeah,
$9.99.
Final Fantasy 7's
$9.99.
$15.99.
Hmm.
Then you can give them $60 for the remake. So yeah, that's
weird. They didn't show any remake 2.
Yeah,
That's not weird at all. I mean, they just came out with a DLC for Remake 1.
Yeah,
so
that's why they showed a little bit of Yuffie flying around.
Yeah, but it literally just came out, so there's no reason to
rush that.
Undersell it. But yeah. So as far as the conference flow, I thought it was really well done. 45 minutes is pretty much the sweet spot for a presentation like this. And yeah, the games that they showed, honestly, spoke more to me than all of Microsoft's. Though Microsoft had an amazing one on their own, but Square Enix games are just like more along the lines of my own wheelhouse. Like you guys said, Guardians of the Galaxy, it looked tremendous. Like honestly, the only real complaint that anybody will probably have is the fact that they're not the MCU characters. But again, we also have to keep in mind that Guardians was never supposed to be as big as it is now, and throw that in with the fact that comic book fans pretty much all have a more vague interpretation of what the characters should be and look like. And while they aren't like going with the MCU strategy, they pretty much are going with the overall tone. So that can't be understated enough. But yeah, the game looks fantastic. I am definitely gonna get this day one, unless like for example, it gets critically hated like immediately. But I see no reason why this won't be a pretty cool end of fall release. So that looks great. Babylon's Fall was something that we've been waiting to see for a while. I'm not big on dungeon crawlers, but from what we saw, it still looked fun. It'll be interesting to see like if people won't be able to squat up easily, because I don't know if that's something like that'll be easily done, because it does look like a hardcore game through and through, which is pretty much what Platinum is known for. Life is Strange, I've already had my eyes on that one. That's a day one purchase for me as well. And Final Fantasy Origin was also interesting, but there also wasn't enough like story based as far as capturing my interest. Like it looks like a full on action game, which is totally cool, but I do want to see more substance from it all. The one thing that's really interesting about the 45 minutes they spent on everything is the fact that a few weeks ago we had the Dragon Quest anniversary thing, and honestly we could have gone without that and included some of those announcements here, and it probably would have been a better rounded presentation, especially with the sort of disappointment with the old Final Fantasy games being ported to Steam, or not really ported, but pixel perfect or whatever. And it's kind of unfortunate that we're not seeing that on consoles, whereas with Dragon Quest, we're seeing Part 3 being remade in HD 2D. And that's a big announcement in its own right, and I thought it pretty much would have it probably would have been my favorite thing here if it was shown here. But all in all, it was a good presentation that hits the nail on the head with the various types of gamers, which Square Enix has gotten better with over the past few years. And yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
But no Quiet Man 2, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is
God,
a shame.
It sucks.
That game is amazing in every way.
For all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. But yeah, they did a good job of not spending too much time on the games that were already out or are out soon.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like, if they would have focused on that Legend of Mana and be like, oh, here's how this works. Like, people literally look up Let's Plays of that game. They don't need to see you explain how a JRPG from 25 years ago works. That kind of stuff. And then the only bad thing is that Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, where you're sitting like, what is going on here? Because I could see immediately, like, this looks like mobile ports. And I'm like, what's different between this and the original games that they have on the phone stores? Because I'm pretty sure they have all of these games on Android and iOS at this point, right?
Yeah, well, they have somewhat odd versions of it.
I mean, let's not forget that Square Enix is also in the business of taking things down. So, yeah.
I think people noticed that the versions, because I think 3 and 4 are the DS ports, the 3D ones. So they've noticed that they had kind of renamed those as like Final Fantasy 4, in brackets 3D remake as the new name. So that somehow they were going to potentially bring back like the even more old versions of these games.
Oh, right now, actually, on the App Store, they have Final Fantasy 6+1 in one, which comes with 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the After Years. So it's a pretty good bundle. But then when you look at the screenshots, like my number one thing with mobile ports is when they centralize the text to make them all look like Arial, and I hate that. So
yeah, that was the problem with the ports of 7, 8, 9 to the consoles. Was like
exactly.
Oh yeah,
they just it was a lazy port.
They took out because they just based it on the mobile games, not the original. 7 might have been more the PC version, but they still, like when you see those dialogue boxes and they're not the same as what they were on the PS1, that's a red flag for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's like the only bad thing here. Is that, like there's no details on that, so yeah, Guardians looks pretty cool. Babylon's Fall could be either way. I'm not a huge Platinum fan where I'm into everything, but the stuff I like is the stuff I like Nier Automata.
Mm-hmm.
Though that was also Yoko Taro's weirdness.
Yes, I am very much into Platinum, but I am also a very bad gamer because I never finish what they make except for Nier Automata.
So you get burned when you got into when they were on all the licensed games.
Oh yeah.
So that burns you pretty bad. Like, oh, we're doing TMNT. It's garbage.
Oh yeah, I've been burned pretty bad on that. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than repeating a boss with the same HP and stuff, but different colors.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is going to do it for this stream here and for today. I don't think there's any other streams we're going to be doing here. So yeah, I think we'll be doing Day 0 later. I'll get the outline together because I'm a little behind on that stuff, but I got a few hours to get it ready. But yeah, we'll have everybody back on that wants to be on. Yeah, pretty good day so far. Weird that we're not going to be streaming anything tomorrow because a lot of us have to work. And there's not any like big streams happening, like maybe Capcom.
Capcom could be something.
Yeah. But also it's like, unless they got something huge, I don't know what they're doing anytime soon.
Yeah.
They could be a company that just does like, here's Street Fighter 6, 2023. And then
yeah, they'll probably have some Resident Evils. I'll probably talk up Monster Hunter a little bit.
Yeah, updates.
Yeah, the thing about Capcom is like a lot of their big releases come out, before E3 happens.
Yeah.
And, they have that going for them. But at the same time, they have pretty much like pulled a 180 as far as like what they've done over the past few generations. Like they're definitely one of the top developers again, and it's good to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like wondering, maybe they finally bring Darkstalkers back.
Who knows? Maybe.
That would be a welcome surprise.
I would love Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Platinum's got enough on their hands.
That's true.
No, you don't need to get that one to Platinum. They could handle that one in-house.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the schedule here. Yeah, there's nothing going on Summer Game Fest. Next thing is the Steam demo thing.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's it for today until we get to Nintendo Direct on Tuesday.
Yep.
Or maybe this will be the time when the Pro gets announced.
So that maybe tomorrow.
So that I can replace this with a new Switch. So this monster thing here. But yeah, thank you to all three of you for joining, Phil, Teresa, and Danreb.
Yep, no problem.
We'll be back with a podcast at some point. And we'll be back on Tuesday. There's a Babylon's Fall email. Okay. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one, guys. See you in a bit.
Bye.